Welcome back to another video. Today we have Week 10 predictions. That was not in sync at all.
The first part was, we just didn't have the after.
Yeah, we didn't plan exactly what we were going to say.
We got the first part down.
Yeah.
Well, for today's game, for
game that happens in the future.
For a game for our first game, we have the Bengals versus the Ravens.
Yep.
The Ravens winning this game previously, only due to a holder's mistake. So due to that mistake and that mistake alone, I'm picking the Bengals.
Okay, so over this game, as Peyton mentioned, that's how they lost last time, and it is a different point in the season, but I do have a lot of confidence in the Ravens and a lot of unconfidence in the Bengals holder, and so again, I'm banking on a blocked field goal, and I'm picking the
Ravens.
So for the next game, we have the Giants and the Panthers playing in Munich, Germany. We have the Germany game, and this is Germany's final punishment. So for the Panthers last week,
I know what you did there.
Panthers actually getting a win. For once, it happened. Peyton was right. And then for the Giants, more of the same. But Daniel Jones threw his first touchdown in MetLife in something like 600 days, something like that. And in this game, I'm making the Panthers. Why not?
Darn it, Tate, because guess what? I think this is the Panthers' comeback part of the season, and I have the Panthers winning this game as well. And then next game, we have the Patriots versus the Bears. And
Go Prophecy?
Man, for you and you alone.
No.
Let's be real. Patriots versus Bears. Bears are the overall better team here. And
they have been sucking the last few weeks.
I hate the Patriots. I'm picking the Bears.
Okay, so for this game, I'm not completely sure the full extent of Caleb Williams' injury, or if he will actually be back for this game. But nonetheless, I will be picking the Bears to get this win. And as we know, if there is a backup quarterback, they are all entitled to a total of one good game before they go back into relevancy. And so for the next game, we have the Bills and the Colts. So for the Bills last week, they narrowly escaped beating Miami. It was really close. Josh Allen actually threw his first pick of the year, but they did get the win. And for the Colts last week, losing to the Vikings in a very rough game, it wasn't the greatest. And so I am actually going to pick the Bills to get the win here.
You know what? Honestly, yes, what he said is true. But what he forgot to mention was that the Colts actually were winning that game for a really long time. So, for that, and because he picked the Bills, and like I said last week, we want this to be interesting and fun. I'm picking the Colts to win this game.
For this game, we have Broncos Chiefs. For the Broncos last week, they looked garbage. Other than Bo Nix catching a receiving touchdown, that was actually pretty cool. But they got crushed by the Ravens, and the Chiefs found another way to win. As the Buccaneers decided, no, let's not go for two. Let's go the overtime with the Chiefs. Even though they also probably would have ended up getting a field goal against them if that would have happened. They wouldn't have got the 2-point conversion. But anyway, I refuse to pick the Chiefs, so I'm picking the Broncos.
My man. Darn. I was on this train. Broncos have it. And I'm contemplating switching. However, I'm not. I'm picking the Broncos to win this game. If anyone can do it, let's face it, it's the dude that's last name that rhymes with pigs. So, yeah. And then, for this game, we have the Falcons versus the Saints. Okay? Honestly, Falcons beating the Bucks twice. Sadly. And then beating the Cowboys, which is an achievement in my books.
Not really.
Until the playoffs. And then the Saints, which didn't the Saints have someone fired?
Yeah, their head coach just got fired, and they lost to the Panthers.
I am picking the Falcons to win this game.
Yeah, for this game, no, I'm not picking the Saints.
Honestly, it gives me a better reason to not want to pick the Saints anymore.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm picking the Falcons. I just have a lot more confidence in them, and certain reasons.
Anyway, for the game after that, we have the Niners versus the Bucks.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Is it 49ers or never bet against Baker Mayfield?
Wait a minute. Did my pick change? Wait, I don't remember. I could have sworn I picked the Bucks.
I
Oh
don't
well,
know.
y'all heard it here first. I'm not picking Baker Mayfield this week.
Baker Mayfield's crying in his bed.
I am picking my
Baker
boy
Mayfield right now.
Brock Purdy to win this game. Niners have a better record. Yes, I'm picking the Niners.
Yeah, for this game, I am also picking the Niners to win this game. I don't really have a lot of confidence in the Buccaneers team after disappointing me. Even though they did actually keep it pretty close. That happens in a lot of games. The Chiefs end up getting close wins.
I lied. I had to think about it again. The game, did the Niners take the Chiefs to overtime?
This year?
Yes.
No.
Did not.
No.
However, the Bucks did. Baker Mayfield was winning this game. You know what? I gave him a little scare, but he was winning this
So
game.
he's just playing. Okay. I'm editing. He's gonna hate you. All right. So for the next game, we have the Steelers and the Commanders. So for the Steelers last week, on bye, they didn't do anything, and the Commanders last week, barely beating the Giants. It was a little suspicious. But I am still gonna pick the Commanders to get the win. I think it might be a little closer than some may think, but I think the Commanders end up with a win.
I also have the Commanders coming out with a win here.
The Commies? I thought you hated the Commies.
I do hate the Commies.
But you're picking them.
I am picking
over
them
the Steelers.
because I don't have faith
Aaron's
in Steel.
crying now.
Good. No offense, Aaron
Sorry, Aaron.
and Alex. So yeah. And then for the next game, we have the Vikings versus the Jaguars.
Who betrayed Jason Arnold, by the way?
What?
In his
What?
time of down, we all saw this man
Okay.
bet against his man.
Let me be frank. I followed Tom Grossi knowledge. You know his little skits that he does?
Yeah.
And he had the belt. No, not the belt. He had something like it was the Whiplash. You know that video where he said about Whiplash against the Rams?
But Tom Grossi's a Packers fan.
Still.
The Vikings rival.
Still. It's that good old Rams Whiplash. So I thought maybe it would last longer. Because, it lasted for a while. I thought it would last longer.
Yeah, it was they lost to the Lions, and then there's a Lions curse where every team that faces the Lions loses next week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Look at that. So anyway, Vikings and Jags. I'm coming back to my boy Jason Arnold. He is winning this game.
Yeah. This game, Jaguars, they nearly came back because of Nick Sirianni's stupidity, but they didn't. Sadly, I actually did want to see the Jaguars come back because Nick Sirianni deserved it. But I am going to pick the Vikings, obviously. So for this game, we have the Titans and the Chargers. And for the Titans last week, we had them finally getting a win narrowly in overtime against the Patriots. And then for the Chargers, we had them crushing the Browns because Jameis Winston, those 3 horrible mistakes, the Chargers actually capitalized on, unlike the Ravens, and so they got the win. And then for this game, I am actually going to pick the Titans, purely because, again, Tom Grossi lore, the scriptwriter is best friends with the Titans, as we all know. So the Titans get the win here.
God. Guys, I don't understand. Y'all don't understand how monumental this is for me. He picked my team. They'll get it done. The Titans are winning this game. It's official. Like you said, they're winning this game, so they're obviously winning this game. And then the next game, we have the Eagles versus the Cowboys.
No,
right.
That works.
And seeing Sam Barkley. What was it?
Saquon.
I did it again.
What do you say?
Sam Barkley.
Sam Barkley. Sam Barkley.
Saquon, go. You ever see this? I'm sorry. That hurdle was great. So because of that hurdle, I am picking the Eagles.
So for this game, we have the Eagles and the Cowboys. So for the Eagles last week, they beat the Jaguars, but Nick Sirianni is their one problem on that team. There is no other problem than Nick Sirianni, and then they take on the Cowboys, which have looked awful. Really bad. But also, I'm praying for the downfall of the Eagles this week, and so I'm picking the Cowboys. And then for the next game, we have the Jets and the Cardinals. And so for the Jets last week, getting a win over the Texans. And then they played the Cardinals, who got the win over the Bears. So for this game, I really initially thought I was going to pick the Cardinals. But for reasons, I'm going to pick the Cardinals. Peyton?
Dude, you about pump fake me. I was about to kick the Cardinals. Anyway.
I'm picking...
because of how Garrett Wilson alone played against the Texans.
Garrett!
Dude, I hate that. Bringing back the Odell thing, but in worse fashion. I am picking the Jets in order to win this game. And then Lions versus the Texans. The Strouds are locked in the attic, so I am picking the Lions.
And then for this game, I actually have the Texans winning this game. I do think it'll be a pretty close contest, and I am worried about that O-line. But with Aiden Hutchinson back, I don't know if they can get the same pressure other teams have been able to get on them. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll get the same amount of pressure as they have been, because they still have other great defenders on that team. And then for our last game, we have the Dolphins and the Rams. And for the Dolphins last week, narrowly losing against the Bills, which it actually gave me a lot of confidence in this Dolphins team. And they play the Rams, who narrowly escaped the win against the Seahawks. And this game, I'm really going 50-50 on. And based purely on record, I'm just going to pick the Rams to get the win here.
Peyton logic is helping the Rams here. The Dolphins not having that great of a record is helping the Rams here. And just the Dolphins sucking is helping the Rams here.
Really sucked.
So, in my mind, they have... So I am picking the Rams to win this game.
All right.
And Tua learn how to slide.
Yeah, he actually slid. Good job, Tua. Congratulations. So that will do it for the end of the predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, that's definitely not going to make a loud noise. Bye.